Good morning, students. Today we will discuss a new topic, that is Laplace transforms. The idea behind any transform is that the given problem can be solved more easily in the transformed domain. Laplace transforms reduces the problem of solving a differential equation to an algebraic problem. It solves the differential equation problems directly. Now, let us begin. First, we consider a function f of t and assume that this function is defined for all t greater than or equal to 0. Then the Laplace transform of f of t is defined by L of f of t. It is denoted by L of f of t and is defined as L of f of t equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. What is Laplace transform of f of t? L of f of t equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. That is equal to f of s, capital F of s, provided the integral exists. In Laplace transform, original functions are denoted by lowercase letters and their transforms are denoted by capital letters. Here, S is a parameter, the f of s. Why this is written as f of s? We are integrating here with respect to t. So, this is a function of s. So, we are writing this as f of s. This integral is a function of s. So that I written here as f of s, provided the integral exists. S is a parameter and it may be real or complex. The function f of t, whose transform is f of s, is the inverse transform of f of s. That is, which means that if L of f of t equal to f of s, then L inverse of f of s equal to f of t. This is the inverse transform. L inverse is the inverse transform of f of s and it is small f of t. Laplace transform of small f of t is capital F of s and inverse Laplace transform of f of s equal to small f of t. Now, we can study transforms of some elementary functions. First of all, we take f of t as 0. And now we have to find Laplace transform of 0. What is Laplace transform of f of t? Integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into f of t dt. Then L of 0 equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into 0 dt. What is this integral? That is equal to 0. Integral 0 to infinity 0 dt, which means that value of the integral is 0. Now we can find the Laplace transform of 1. L of 1 equal to 1 by s. Let us look for s greater than 0. Here, what is f of t? Laplace transform of 1. So, f of t equal to 1. Take f of t as 1 for all t greater than or equal to 0. Then L of 1, what is L of 1? L of 1 is equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into f of t dt. f of t ക്ക് പകരം 1 ഇടാം. Integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into 1 dt. That is equal to, what is the integral of e raised to minus st dt? E raised to minus st divided by minus s. And the integral is from 0 to infinity. Limits of integration are from 0 to infinity. That is equal to എന്ത് വരും? e raised to t ക്ക് ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി കൊടുക്കുക. അതായത് e raised to minus infinity divided by minus s minus എന്ത് വരും? e raised to minus t ക്ക് വരെ 0 കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ e raised to 0 വരും. e raised to 0 by minus 1 by s എന്ന് വരും. അതായത് minus of minus is plus. അപ്പോൾ plus 1 by s എന്ന് വരും. Therefore we get L of 1 equal to 1 by s. L of 1 is 1 by s. Now we can find L of t. L of t is 1 by s square. Let us see. Here f of t equal to t for all t greater than or equal to 0. Then L of t equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into t dt. Then first take the first function as t and second function as e raised to minus st. Integral 0 to infinity t into e raised to minus st dt. That is integral of the product of two functions. First function into integral of second, that is e raised to minus st. അതായത് t into e raised to minus st divided by minus s and limit 0 to infinity കൊടുക്കുക minus integral of the derivative of the first t യുടെ derivative 1 into integral of the second is e raised to minus st by minus s dt. That is 1 by ഇവിടെ 0 വരും അല്ലേ? ഇവിടെ e raised to minus infinity 0, പിന്നെ അടുത്ത് 0 കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ 0 വരും. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യത്തെ 0 ആയിട്ട് വരും. സെക്കൻഡ് വൺ ഈസ് മൈനസ് ഓഫ് മൈനസ് പ്ലസ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇ റേസ് ടു മൈനസ് എസ് ടി ഡി ടി വീണ്ടും ഇൻ്റഗ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇ റേസ് ടു മൈനസ് എസ് ടി ബൈ മൈനസ് എസ് വരും. ഒരു 1 ബൈ എസ് പുറത്തുണ്ട്. നമ്മുടെ ലിമിറ്റ് 0 ടു ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി കൊടുക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ എന്താ വരിക? നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എൽ ഓഫ് ടി ഈക്വൽ ടു 1 by s square. L of t equal to 1 by s square, and this is possible only if s is greater than 0. Now we can find Laplace transform of e raised to at. What is a Laplace transform of any function? Integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into f of t dt. Here f of t is e raised to at. That is e raised to minus st into e raised to at dt. Make it as the form e raised to minus s minus of something into t. That is integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus of s minus a into t dt. And what is the integral? That is equal to e raised to minus of s minus a into t divided by എന്ത് വരും? t യുടെ coefficient minus of s minus a, and the limits of t are from 0 to infinity. Then lower limit ആദ്യം upper limit കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ എന്താ വരിക? t ക്ക് e raised to minus infinity വരുമ്പോൾ 0 വരും. ഇത് whole expression 0 ആയിട്ട് വരും. മൈനസ് 0 ഇടുക. t ക്ക് വരെ 0 കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ e raised to minus 0 is 1 by minus s minus a. അപ്പോൾ minus of minus is plus, that is 1 by s minus a, and for s greater than a, that is Laplace transform of e raised to at equal to 1 by s minus a, where s is greater than a. Next is Laplace transform of t raised to n. Laplace transform of t raised to n is n factorial by s raised to n plus 1 for s greater than 0. Here we take f of t equal to t raised to n. Then L of f of t equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into f of t dt. That is integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into t raised to n dt. Now take t raised to n as the first function, that is integral 0 to infinity t raised to n into e raised to minus st dt. That is t raised to n into integral of the second function e raised to minus st എന്താ e raised to minus st divided by minus s 0 to infinity limit minus 0 to integral 0 to infinity n t raised to n minus 1 into e raised to minus st by minus s in the minus s dt. That is equal to ഇവിടെ എന്താ വരിക ടിക്ക് ആദ്യം 0 കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ എന്താ വരിക e raised to minus infinity എന്ന് വരും അല്ലേ. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ 0 വരും. പിന്നെ ടിക്ക് രണ്ടാമത് ഇതിന് ഫുള്ളായിട്ട് വേണം കൊടുക്കാൻ കേട്ടോ. ഇതിന് ഫുള്ളായിട്ട് വേണം 0 to infinity എന്ന് കൊടുക്കാൻ. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എന്താ വരിക ടിക്ക് 0 കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇത് 0 ആയിട്ട് വരും. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് L of t raised to n is equal to n by s into ഇങ്ങനെ വരും integral 0 to infinity t raised to n minus 1 into e raised to minus st dt. What is this? This is L of t raised to n minus 1. In 1, equation number 1, replace n by n minus 1, n minus 2, etc., 3, 2, etc. Then we get what is L of t raised to n minus 1? L of t raised to n is n by s into L of t raised to n minus 1. Then what is L of t raised to n minus 1? n minus 1 by s into L of t raised to n minus 2. Similarly, what is L of t cube? എന്താണ് 3 by s into L of ഇവിടെ t raised to n minus 1 ഒന്ന് ഒരു ഡിഗ്രി കുറച്ച് എഴുതാം L of t square. Now what is L of t square? 2 by s into L of t. Therefore, L of t raised to n, substitute these values in L of t raised to n, we get n by s into n minus 1 by s into n minus 2 by s into etc. into 3 by s into 2 by s into L of f of t. Last ഇത് വരും അല്ലേ. That is equal to ഇവിടെ എന്താ വരിക ന്യൂമറേറ്ററിൽ n into n minus 1 into etc. into 3 into 2 into 1 അല്ലേ. ഇതാ ഇങ്ങനെ വരും അല്ലേ. 3 into 2 into 2 വരെ വരും. ബാക്കി ഇവിടെ എന്താ വരിക s raised to n minus 1 into 1 by L of t is 1 by s square. That is n factorial divided by s raised to n minus 1 plus 2. That is n factorial divided by s raised to n plus 1. Therefore, what is L of t raised to n? L of t raised to n is n factorial divided by s raised to n plus 1. n factorial by s raised to n plus 1. Now, if a is any positive real number, then L of t raised to a equal to gamma a plus 1 by s raised to a plus 1, where gamma a plus 1 is the gamma function of a plus 1. L of t raised to a equal to integral 0 to infinity t raised to a into f of t into e raised to minus st dt. That is equal to integral 0 to infinity. Put s into t equal to x. S into t equal to x. Then yes, differentiate s dt equal to dx. Substitute t ക്ക് പകരം substitute x by s substitute dt ക്ക് പകരം നമ്മൾ എന്താക്കുന്നു dx by s നാക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ എന്താ ഇവിടെ വരിക then s is a constant, so it can be taken outside. Then 1 by s raised to a plus 1 integral 0 to infinity x raised to a into e raised to minus x dx എന്ന് വരും നമുക്ക്. ഇതെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഈ ഇന്റഗ്രൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇന്റഗ്രൽ 0 to infinity x raised to a into e raised to minus x dx എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരു ഗാമ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ആണ്. ഗാമ ഓഫ് a plus 1 ഗാമ a plus 1 ആണ് കേട്ടോ. അപ്പോൾ this is equal to 1 by s raised to a plus 1 into gamma a plus 1. ഇനിയുണ്ട് ഫോർമുലകൾ, അത് ബാക്കി ഇപ്പൊ തന്നെ അടുത്ത സെക്ഷനിൽ നമുക്ക് എടുക്കാം കേട്ടോ.